Hey guys, today we're going to take a look at Angular.element, often referred to as jQuery or jqLite. So this is how you manipulate the DOM in AngularJS. It is a subset of jQuery, again called jQuery and right here on their website they list all the methods that are available, and I'm just going to walk you through some of those and how you can use them. So over here I've got just simple HTML page wired up with Angular. And we are going to go ahead and just start building our app. So angular.module app, that's fine. And no dependencies. What we're going to do is we're going to build up a directive. And we'll just call this X. And we're good. Function. Alright, so we're going to return our basic directive object. Let's see, let's do scope isolated, and we'll restrict this to an element, and we'll create a quick template. Let's say h1 I am x, and so then in our link function is really where we're going to end up using this. So let's say we've got scope element, and attributes. Okay, so let's drop that onto our page. So, X, and we'll close that. And let's go ahead and just run that right now. I think we've got everything we need. So I am X. I've got this zoomed in pretty well, I think. Okay. So what can we do with this? So here in our linking function, element is already a jQuery object, and so we can tap right into the jqLite functions right there. So let's say one is add class, very similar to, or exactly the same as jQuery, so I'm sure if you're coming from a jQuery background, this is very familiar. Let's just call this box, and let's set up some style up here. Box, and we'll just give that a border of 1 pixel, solid, red, and just make sure that's a block. Okay, so now if we refresh this, when the directive loads, it added that class to the object. If I inspect the element down here, I can see that in fact it does have that class of box right there. Okay, awesome. So what else can we do? We can bind just like in AngularJS, so, or not in Angular, just like in jQuery. So bind, not bond, bind, and we choose the event. So let's say click, and we'll pass in a function, and that can carry over the event. What are we going to do here? Let's go ahead and let's see. Let's remove the class. So remove class of box. So let's try that really quick. Refresh, and when I click, you can see it goes away. We can also do toggle class. So refresh that. Click, click. So it's adding and removing that class. Something very common in jQuery. We can also, let's see, we can prepend. So let's do this is prepend, and let's separate that out a bit. So prepend, refresh, and we've got this prepended. We've still got all of our other functionality, and of course after that we could append. So append, we'll put this at the beginning, and this is append. So let's refresh that. Cool. So you know, these are some things that you would obviously do in jQuery. We can also, so that, you know, there's a bit of back and forth on next and on and before and all that, but I definitely know you can use child. So let's say we want to get to that h1. So let's say var h1 equals, what do I want to do here? So what we're going to do is we're going to wrap our element in an angular.element. So angular.element. So this would be a lot like, you know, doing this in jQuery. So we're going to wrap our element. We're going to say element dot children, and then we want to get, let's see, 0, 1, so the H1 is going to be the 1 element. So we've got that, and then let's change the text of it. So text I am an X. So let's try that, and we get I am an X. We've still got all our other functionality, and now that we've got that H1, if we want to do something like tinker with the CSS, we could say color blue. Okay, refresh that. Now it's blue. Awesome. And what's another one? Attributes. So and then we just set that. So let's see. We'll say ID, and we'll say the X, and then let's find a way to style that. So the X, and we'll just say I don't even know. Let's change the color of the border maybe. Or wait, we're doing that on the H1. So let's change the font size maybe. I think that'll work. Wait, we're doing that on H1? Yeah. 10 pixels. And now it's 10 pixels. So there's obviously a handful of more or further options that you can use, but this is just a quick look at how to manipulate the DOM using jQuery or jqLite or Angular.element or whatever you want to call it, and how you can do that. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a good one.